Welcome to the Trade Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Monday Night Raw results and Superstar spoilers. But first, the wrestling news around the world. Former WWE star Bob Holly recently spoke the shoot and talked about why Dolph Ziggler would be a world champion. Quote, I love this guy. He's the best talent. He has everything it takes to be number one. They, WWE, sit there and they're always preaching that you gotta have the heart, desire, and will. You gotta work your butt off and on and on and on and on. And it's like Sheamus was the world champion within 6 months. How did he deserve to be world champion? Don't insult the fans' intelligence by telling them it takes this, and this to make it to the top when it doesn't. It's Hunter's choice or whoever it is at the round table. It's their choice. But Dolph Ziggler does sell tickets. How many times does Dolph Ziggler have to step it up and say, hey, look at me? Every time he's stepping in the ring, he's saying, look at me, look what I can do. This guy sells the show every single night at house shows, and I will guarantee it. Other stars that I think should be in that same category is Zack Ryder, Alex Riley, who's not even getting a wrestling push at all. AMC announced that the untitled Billy Corgan Wrestling Project television show will consist of 8 60-minute episodes for the first season. The former leader of the Smashing Pumpkins is now creative director of the Resistance Pro, a Chicago-based wrestling league. Reads a variety story. Viewers will see Corrigan create storylines, choreograph fights, and manage intense post-match locker room arguments. Read more at Variety.com. There's no word yet on when the show will premiere. Resistance Pro Wrestling is running a show in Willowbrook, Illinois, at the barn at Arabian Nights Farms at 6526 Clarendon Hills Road. Just Incredible is advertised as a special guest for the TV taping, which is open to all ages. Press release was issued on Friday night regarding an investigation into WWE relating to their new television rights agreement with NBC Universal. Former Attorney General of Louisiana, that's the state where I live, Charles C. Foti Jr., Esquire, a partner at the law firm of Kahn, Swick and Foti, LLC, KSF, announces that KSF has commenced an investigation into World Wrestling Entertainment, Inc., New York Stock Exchange, WWE. On May 16, 2014, WWE disclosed that it had reached a multi-year deal with U.S. broadcaster NBC Universal for its long-running Raw and SmackDown program, stating that the annual value of its TV distribution agreements would reach $200 million, well below what investors were expecting. Daniel Moore, an analyst with CJS Securities, said in a research note that given management's more optimistic tone and that the fact that other major sports franchises have garnered much higher increases, this outcome is likely to be viewed as disappointing by very many investors. On this news, the value of WWE stock plummeted by over 43%, which you can buy stock now at almost around $10. KSF's investigation is focusing on whether WWE and or its officers and directors violated state or federal security laws. If you have any information that would assist KSF in its investigation or would like to discuss your legal rights, you may do so without obligation or cost to you by emailing or call KSF Managing Partner Louis Kahn, louis.kahn@ksfcouncil.com, or KSF Partner Melina Nicholson at melina.nicholson@ksfcouncil.com. Toll free at 1-877-515-1850. I just gave him a commercial. Doesn't the quote from Moore actually tell the story? WWE officials believe that they would do a get a better deal TV rights agreement because of other major sports franchises haven't been able to do so as well. Maybe there's more to it than I can understand. Private investment firm Lemelson Capital LLC acquired shares of WWE and then asked the board of directors to replace executive management. The firm cited a period of consistent losses, execution issues, and material misstatements. WWE has affirmed that even with 1 million subscribers for its WWE network, the company stands to lose between $45 million and $52 million in FY 2014, which validates the original short thesis, said Emmanuel Lemelson, Chief Investment Officer of Lemelson Capital Management. This follows what we believe to be material misrepresentations by the company about both the performance and operating profit model of its WWE network, which the company was wrongly labeled a home run. Read more at seekingalpha.com. I assume that there will be a WWE scapegoat firing at the very least following the announcement of the new TV rights deal with NBC Universal. I'm not sure whether it's this increase those odds or if it will cause to make Vince McMahon dig his heels in. Former WWE star CM Punk, aka real name Phil Brooks, sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" during the 7th inning stretch at Wrigley Field on Saturday. Punk was viewed beforehand and mentioned that he and AJ will be getting married next month. Thanks to .net readers Michael Leith, Aaron Grider, and Reese Hackey for passing along the notes for that story. Former WWE star Bushwhacker Luke released a photo of Punk training at his gym in Clearwater Beach, Florida on Friday. And I'll post a link for the photo on that. Thanks to .net reader member Matthew Magnuson for posting that news. Congratulations to Punk and Lee on the upcoming nuptials. And you can follow Williams online at twitter.com/Bushwhacker-Luke. Advertised dark match for Raw event was supposedly John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Well, actually, it's listed on the Arena website as the Raw TV main event, but I'll be surprised that if it happens simply because they are wrestling again at Payback. Happy birthday goes to the following wrestlers, or recent deceased wrestlers. Andre the Giant, aka Andre Rene Roussimoff, was born May 19, 1946, died January 27, 1993 at the age of 46 of congestive heart failure. Andre was the first entrant into the WWE Hall of Fame. Dirty Dick Slater turned 63, his real name Richard Van Slater. He was born May 19, 1951. Psychosis. Dionisio Torres turned 43. He was born May 19, 1971. Hall of Famer Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Real name is James Rare. Almost the same way Flair spells his name. Well, he turned 71 on Sunday. He was born May 18th. His daughter Tamina worked for WWE, and his son Jimmy worked as Deuce in the Deuce and Domino tag team faction. The Blue Meanie from the BWO, from ECW and WWF version of ECW. Real name Brian Heffron turned 41 on Sunday. He was born on May 18th, 1973. Last year, he also challenged me to a wrestling match, as I was being trained for the pro wrestling world. If you didn't know, well, you better call me, bro. Referee Earl Hebner turned 65 on Saturday. He was born May 17th, 1949. I don't know if you guys know this, but he screwed Brett. Former WCW wrestler Alex Wright, who recently was at the Wellness WWE Performance Center as a trainer. I think he was hired on. Well, he turned 39 on Saturday. He was born May 17th, 1975. Ring of Honor star Kevin Steen and an independent wrestler Willie Mack are expected to be offered WWE developmental contracts. According to a well-placed source, former WCW star Cass Ayesha both turned 41 years old. Also would have been the 51st birthday of Gary Albright and the 65th birthday of former WWE star Moondog King. Southern Championship Wrestling gave WWE Hall of Famer Ron Simmons a Lifetime Achievement Award at an event in Marietta, Georgia. Within the past few days, over the weekend, the event also featured Matt Hardy, Shane Helms, and John Cena Sr. Hulk Hogan is headed to London for Tuesday SmackDown tapings, as noted. Also a possibility of Hogan appearing on Raw since he will be in town. He tweeted the following on Saturday night. Man, I hope somebody crosses the line at SmackDown. The WWE Maniacs make me feel like I'm still the champ, brother. Ends as I quote with HH. The Armstrong family will hold the second annual Brad Armstrong Memorial event on July 19th in Milton, Florida at the Milton Community Center. WWE's Road Dogg and others will be appearing. All proceeds from the event go to the college fund of Brad's daughter, Jane. I don't know if the article was misdone. Probably Jamie is a female. Never heard of a James as a female. If I can pronounce this right, Purorisa Spirit reports that Kenta addressed the WWE rumors in an interview with Tokyo Sports. He said, right now there is nothing I can say at this point. I will announce my plans when the time is right for me to announce them. Also, I read that ACH and Rocky Romero will not be getting offers at this time. Roger Stone took a part in the count that included Kevin Steen and ACH. Well, there's no word yet as to whether the company intends to offer him a deal. As always, the talent must pass WWE medical testing before the deals will be made official. Fandango and Layla hosted the WrestleMania Reading Challenge event in Leeds this past weekend. WWE's community website has photos of that link on their link on their website. WWE did a lot of community work while in Rome last week. First, Cesaro, Alicia Fox, and Stephanie Moran hosted an anti-bullying rally at the Instituto Comprehensivo Statale via Caratanudo. The three then attended the ribbon cutting on the new health village in Rome, and it was announced that WWE superstars and divas would be participating in Rome's Susan G. Komen race. Finally, Stephanie attended the ribbon cutting and ceremony at the Catholic University of Rome's new surgical breast unit. The Paul Heyman DVD will actually be released in the UK and Europe first on July 28th. Then in the United States on August the 5th. Australia will get in on August the 6th. As noted earlier in previous weeks, former indie wrestler Drake Younger recently began working for WWE NXT as a referee. He is using his real name, Drake Works. Word is that when he heard back from his WWE tryout, he was told that they weren't looking at any more cruiserweight size guys because they have enough in the developmental system. This led to Drake getting a deal as a referee. While WWE isn't looking at cruiserweight type talents right now, there's always going to be expectations but that's the general rule right now. And also noted, Batista will be co-starring in the remake of Kickboxer with UFC veteran George St. Pierre and martial artist Elaine Moussi. I think Elaine Moussi got the lead role in the Van Damme character. The hope is that will be the first of a continuing franchise, and word is that it will be a big budget movie. No word yet on when the filming begins, but obviously Batista would be needing time off from WWE. As WWE continues to change back a lot of old WCW theme songs on the WWE Network because they recently settled a lawsuit from producer Jimmy Papa, who did music for WCW and WCCW. Papa sued WWE, Michael Hayes, and Jim Johnson in 2012. for them using WCW theme songs that he did, including the Freebirds, Bad Street USA version of the Freebirds theme song. Terms of the recent settlement were sealed, but WWE is now allowed to use Papa's music. Ishmael attended the WWE Raw tapings in London, England on Monday and sent the following report on the WWE Superstars taping. Match number 1, Big Show defeating Titus O'Neil. Titus got some offense early, but as big as Big Show, he got his usual offense. Titus came back with a jumping DDT, but Show won with a choke slam. Match number 2, Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter defeating Cody Rhodes with Goldust. Swagger won by submission, and that concluded the taping. No reports on the dark matches for that, but I'll have it towards the end of it. Raw taping in London at the O2 Arena in England, reported by signs from ProWrestling.net. Match number 1, Cesaro with Paul Heyman defeated U.S. champion Sheamus in a non-title match. Cesaro won after Heyman distracted the referee. Match number 2, Big E pinned right back with Curtis Axel in 5 minutes 2 seconds in a beat the clock challenge match. Winner of the challenge faces Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title at Payback. Match number 3, a mixed tag match between R-Truth and his partner, who was not announced, against Fandango and Layla. Never started. Summer Rae came to the ring and started a cat fight with Layla. Stephanie McMahon can't come out and announce that Daniel Bryan needs to attend Raw next week, and due to his injury, he should surrender the WWE World Championship. And she said it's best for business. I'm going to throw in my little thing in there with that. And she said that she's not stripping him of the title. Match number 4, Rusev defeated Heath Slater with Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. And they got some action in as well after the match was over. Match number 5, Rob Van Dam defeated Alberto Del Rio in 4 minutes 15 seconds to take the lead in the Beat the Clock challenge. Match number 6, Seth Rollins defeated Batista by disqualification. Triple H was the guest ring announcer, Randy Orton was the guest timekeeper, and Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose were the guest commentators. Match number 7, Alicia Fox defeated Divas champion Paige in a non-title match. It wasn't stated if it was a title or non-title on the show to me. Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler ran out of time in the Beat the Clock challenge. Rob Van Dam will still face Bad News Barrett at Payback. Rob Van Dam came out to celebrate, but was attacked by Barrett on the stage. I got the bad news for you. Match number 9, John Cena with the Usos defeated Luke Harper with Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan by disqualification. Cena was attacked by the Wyatts after the match, and Bray gave Cena's sister Abigail on the stage. Wyatt saying he's got the whole world over the prone Cena, while Harper counted to 10 to sell the last man standing match at the gimmick to close the show. And during Raw, I didn't even see the match. I saw the ending of the RVD versus Alberto Del Rio match. And then I missed the entire match of Seth Rollins defeating Batista. And the Divas match, I saw Alicia win. More detail. Just a little bit more. Cesaro with Paul Heyman defeated Sheamus in a non-title match. Cesaro won after distraction from Heyman, who also cut a promo before the match. A little bit more detail than previous. Beat the Clock challenge was announced. The winner will challenge Bad News Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship at Payback. Big E defeated Ryback in a Beat the Clock challenge to start off. Ismail says they can't see the big screen timer, so there's no telling what the time was. Match number 3 was Fandango and Layla fighting R-Truth with Cameron and Naomi to an apparent no contest before the match. Summer Rae interrupted by getting in the ring and trying to kiss Fandango. She ended up squabbling with Layla. Then Fandango and Layla left to end the segment. A Bo Dallas vignette aired. Stephanie McMahon delivered a promo in which she said that we need to We need an active WWE World Heavyweight Champion. She said she is thinking about stripping Daniel Bryan of the title. She said she wants him to drop the title himself next week because it's best for business. And she did state that she was not stripping him of the title. Match number 4, Rusev defeated Heath Slater. Before the match, 3MB came out wearing Union jacket gear. Lana came out for a promo about Vladimir Putin. Rusev in Russia. Rusev beat up 3MB and forced Slater to submit in a squash match with a camel clutch for his finisher. The Shield delivered a promo saying that they will stand tall after Evolution. Match number 5. Rob Van Dam defeated Alberto Del Rio in a beat clock challenge. Again, couldn't see the clock from the Titantron, but one can see the RVD is the new leader since the match had a finish rather than going to time limit. Match number 6, Seth Rollins defeating Batista. Correspondent apparently having Wi-Fi or battery issues, so relying on various Twitter posts for the remaining of the show. Alicia Fox defeated Paige in a non-title match. Number 8, Dolph Ziggler defeated Mark Henry in a big clock challenge. So it says, but it came shortly after the time set by RVD has passed. RVD will challenge for the Intercontinental title at Payback. Yes, he was getting a pinfall, but he only got a 1 count as a bell rang flash. Match number 9, John Cena defeated Luke Harper by disqualification when Bray Wyatt interfered. And your dark match, the Shield versus main event dark match, the Shield versus Wyatt family closed out the show. Dark match after the went off the air in London saw the Shield defeat the Wyatt family. The match came after the Wyatts issued an open challenge. Nothing more than that. And the UK wrestler Ayesha, the female Predator Ray, and Nathan, the Showstealer Cruz, worked the Raw tapings as Rosebuds in Adam Rose's segment. Cruz was dressed as Elvis. And that was not even in the Raw that I was missed. I'll give my portion of that. Basically, when Zeb Coulter came to the ring, there was a little thing. Adam Rose came out and filled the ring with his Rosebuds in the middle of the ring. They did promos for each other, and thus the same sticks that they normally do. Thanks for viewing. Peace out. God bless.